The US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo has accused Iran now of launching a, quote, unprecedented assault on the world's energy supply, saying that Tehran is behind those attacks on Saudi Arabian oil production the last day or so. Tehran denies any involvement in the attack, calling the US accusations a lie. Here's the exact wording from the US.
We call on all nations to publicly and unequivocally condemn Iran's attacks. The United States will work with our partners and allies to ensure that energy markets remain well supplied and Iran is held accountable for its aggression.
Such accusations, as well as blind and inappropriate comments in the diplomatic context, are incomprehensible and meaningless. In international relations, even hostility has borders, but the U.S. seems to reach that. It looks like the maximum pressure policy has failed and has now become the maximum lie.
Oil refining in Saudi Arabia has now been halved as a result of fires at two major state-run facilities. Eyewitnesses shared a video on social media of a huge blaze where gunshots can apparently be heard in the background. Earlier, Yemen's Houthi rebels claimed responsibility for deploying nearly a dozen drones to attack that Saudi oil processing facility and a major oil field. They said the strikes were in response to the Saudi-led war in Yemen and demand an end to Riyadh's 4-year-long intervention in the country backed by the US. Washington's also previously charged Iran with lending support to the Houthis. Hamid Mousavi, professor of political science at the University of Tehran, believes these latest accusations from the US are most likely baseless.
Well, Mike Pompeo has a very long history of making accusations without providing any actual evidence. The Houthis have already claimed responsibilities for these attacks. And although the scale of these attacks are unprecedented, we have to remember that the Houthis have launched drone attacks deep inside Saudi Arabia for months now. So I think there's no surprise there. The U.S. has accused Iran of sending weaponry to the Houthis, but we also have to remember that Yemen has been under a very severe military blockade by the Saudis, with the help actually of the Americans, for over 4 years now, making it very difficult to even send food, let alone weaponry. So I think he's just trying to come up with excuses to charge Iran of crimes that Iran has actually not committed.
So